Hey everyone, welcome back to Fitness Mode. Have you ever wished someone would think about you so much that you're the first thing on their mind when they wake and the last before they sleep? Well, you're in the right place because today we're revealing the secrets to becoming truly unforgettable. We'll explore 6 Stoic principles that go beyond simple longing. They'll transform you into someone utterly irresistible when absent. As one ancient thinker once said, absence sharpens love, while presence strengthens it. Together, we'll learn how to sharpen love so that your absence leaves a deep mark. And don't skip any part. Every principle we cover is a crucial step toward mastering the art of being unforgettably missed. Before we dive in, here's a small task for you. Drop a comment below with the words "on their mind tomorrow." It's short, sweet, and perfectly captures the spirit of today's chat. Plus, it'll be fun to see how many of you play along. Now, let's dive into these 6 powerful strategies to make them yearn for your presence even more. Principle 1, self-sufficiency. You might be wondering, how does being self-sufficient make someone miss me more? Well, it's all about demonstrating that you're whole and complete on your own, an incredibly attractive and intriguing quality in any relationship. Picture this. When you're self-sufficient, you're not clinging or seeking constant attention from your partner. Instead, you're out there living your best life, immersing yourself in personal interests and meeting your own needs. This sense of independence sparks curiosity and admiration. Your partner begins to see you not just as someone to be with, but as an individual thriving on your own terms. By not always being available or relying on them for happiness, you foster a healthy space within the relationship. And this space isn't about creating distance. It's about allowing each person the freedom to grow independently. So, what happens when you're not around? They start to wonder what you're up to and remember how you carry yourself with such poise and autonomy. And just like that, they begin to miss that vibrant, self-reliant version of you. Embracing self-sufficiency isn't about pushing them away. It's about inviting them into a deeper, more respectful appreciation of who you are. And as you nurture this independence, you'll notice how they naturally find themselves thinking of you more often. Principle 2, emotional control. You might be thinking, control my emotions? I just want them to miss me. But here's the secret. Mastering your emotions is like holding the reins of a powerful horse. It steers the energy in your relationships exactly where you want it to go. Picture this. Every time you engage with them, you remain calm and composed, even when things get heated or take unexpected turns. This level of emotional control not only impresses, but also intrigues. Why? Because as Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By displaying this inner strength, you leave a lasting impression. When you manage your responses, you cultivate an aura of mystery and depth. Your partner starts to wonder what's going on in your mind since they're used to emotions driving your behavior. Now, you've become calm and serene, qualities that spark curiosity about your inner world, drawing them closer while keeping them guessing. But mastering your emotions doesn't mean becoming robotic. It's about responding instead of reacting. This subtle difference makes your expressions of affection thoughtful, genuine, and much more impactful. And guess what? When you're not around, they miss the warmth of your deliberate care. So, stay cool, stay thoughtful, and watch them begin to wonder and wander back toward you. Keep your emotional cards close to your chest, leaving them with a little something to ponder. A subtle hint that quietly asks, will you be thinking of me tomorrow? After all, a touch of mystery goes a long way in the game of love. Principle 3, intentional communication. Ever wondered how just a few carefully chosen words can make someone crave your presence even more? Intentional communication is your secret weapon. It's all about selecting your words thoughtfully, ensuring they add value to every conversation. Speaking with purpose and depth can profoundly shape how others perceive and remember you. As Seneca once said, speak so you can speak again. The key here is to leave them wanting more of your insights, humor, and uniquely thoughtful way of expressing yourself. Imagine this. Every time you speak, your intent is not merely to fill the air, but to connect, understand, and enrich the interaction. You craft messages that resonate on a deeper level, making each conversation not only memorable, but meaningful. And when you're not around, your words linger in their mind, and your voice echoes in their thoughts, pulling them closer even in your absence. With intentional communication, you build layers of curiosity and interest. Your partner finds themselves reflecting on your words, pondering the depth of your discussions, and yes, missing the person behind those conversations. It's not just the dialogue they cherish, it's the way you communicate, the deliberate effort you put into each interaction. So harness the power of intentional communication. Make your words count. Watch how they work their magic, weaving you into their thoughts and keeping you on their mind. Remember, it's not only about what you say, but how you say it that leaves a lasting impression. Keep your communication deliberate, insightful, and always sprinkled with just the right touch of charm. Principle 4. Acceptance of absence. Here's an interesting twist. How can embracing time apart actually bring you closer? It might seem paradoxical, but the truth is that accepting absence can amplify their longing for you and strengthen your connection. Think of it this way. Absence doesn't just make the heart grow fonder, it also builds anticipation and appreciation. By valuing the moments apart, you showcase a strong sense of self and an understanding that real connection isn't built on constant proximity, but on the quality of the emotional bond. As Epictetus wisely said, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. Free yourself from the need to cling and watch how this freedom transforms the dynamics of your relationship. Picture this. Instead of overwhelming them with messages when you're apart, give some breathing room. Allow the silence to spark curiosity and a hint of mystery. By doing this, you no longer become just another part of their daily routine. You become the moment they eagerly anticipate. This principle encourages you to embrace the natural ebb and flow of togetherness and solitude, teaching you to find joy in your own company. And this self-assuredness makes you even more intriguing. When you reunite after a time apart, the connection feels renewed, stronger, and more vibrant. So welcome the moments of separation and let them cultivate a deeper yearning. Remember, absence isn't a void, but a space for growth and anticipation. Let them feel your absence just enough to spark thoughts of you. And when you're together again, the joy and appreciation you share will make every moment feel even more special. Principle 5. Mindfulness in interaction. How can being fully present in your interactions make them miss you more when you're not around? The secret lies in making every moment count so vividly that your absence leaves a profound gap. Mindfulness means giving your undivided attention whenever you're together, listening intently and responding thoughtfully. It's not just about being physically present, but about immersing yourself entirely in the moment. This mindful approach turns ordinary conversations into meaningful, memorable experiences. As Marcus Aurelius once said, do every act of your life as if it were your last. Applying this wisdom to your interactions means treating each conversation as if it's the most important one you'll have. Imagine that every time you're with them, you bring an intensity of presence that makes every laugh brighter and every glance more meaningful. You're not simply passing the time, you're creating special moments together. This deep engagement leaves an impression that resonates long after you've parted, enriching your presence and making your absence deeply felt. By practicing mindfulness, you build emotional depth in the relationship. When you're away, they don't just miss you, they miss the way you make them feel seen and heard, like no one else does. Dive deeply into each interaction and let mindfulness be the secret ingredient in making yourself unforgettable. Remember, when you're truly present, you leave traces of your spirit with them, ensuring that you're always on their mind tomorrow. This isn't just about being memorable, it's about making every interaction matter. If you've made it this far in the video, it shows that the content resonates with you. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to us and helps us continue delivering valuable insights. Now, let's move on to the 6th principle, an especially important one if you want to leave a lasting impact and make them miss you even more. Stay tuned, because this next strategy is a game changer. Principle 6. Consistency in communication. How does maintaining a steady and thoughtful communication pattern make someone miss you more? It's all about building an expectation of quality and reliability in your interactions, creating a connection so meaningful that your absence becomes acutely felt when you're not in touch. Consistency in communication doesn't mean overwhelming them with messages all day long. Instead, it's about establishing a rhythm of intentional, meaningful exchanges. Whether it's a simple good morning text, a midday check-in, or a nightly recap, these touchpoints weave a steady pattern into their day, one they come to cherish. As Seneca put it, regularity is a sign of wisdom in communication. This dependable pattern reassures them that you're thoughtful, reliable, and invested in the relationship. Imagine this. Even when life gets busy, you maintain these small but significant moments of connection. Your consistency becomes something they rely on, a stabilizing force in the unpredictability of daily life. But what happens when you unexpectedly skip one of these interactions? They immediately feel the absence, noticing the gap where your message should have been. It creates a subtle but powerful sense of longing, making them eager to hear from you again. By being consistent, you gradually embed yourself into the rhythm of their life. When you're not around, they miss the warmth, comfort, and security your words provide. They find themselves looking forward to the next message, feeling the tangible void when it's not there. So, make consistency your hallmark in communication. Stick to it, and watch as they start to miss you, even in the smallest silences that your absence creates. Remember, your goal is to be consistently on their mind, not just an occasional thought. It's about becoming an essential, reliable presence in their life, someone they trust, depend on, and long to connect with. So, embrace your passions and let purposeful living be your guiding light. Show them that you love life and are committed to making a difference. And remember, when you live with intention, you'll find yourself on their mind tomorrow. Not only because they care for you, but because they admire and aspire to your zest for life. Thank you for joining us today. If you found these insights valuable, hit that like button and subscribe for more wisdom on living a purposeful life. Remember, the journey to being unforgettable starts with you. Embrace these principles, enrich your life, and become someone worth missing. Keep shining with that unique Stoic grace, and I'll see you in the next video.